Hello, this is Mr. Doty, and I know from a few of you that you're having issues with the isometric tutorials that we're doing in the CAD 100 class. It's Chapter 6, and this is an actual correct version of the first one. You're doing 6.3 and 6.4, and basically, here's what you need to do. The one thing that you need to realize is this right here, this ISO draft option. The main thing where this is really important is on the second one, which we'll talk about in a minute. The main thing that you need to remember is you can pick one of these, turn it on. If your ISO plane is not showing up, then you pick on this little line over here and you look for ISO, wherever it is, it's checked somewhere. Isometric drafting right here. Make sure that's checked, and then it'll show up over here, and then you just make sure that it's lit up like so, and it's on. Okay, so basically isometric, you've got three axes. All right, you have, and I have this is set to 15 degrees, which is fine. I could just set it to 30, which would work fine, because guess what? Oh, and turn off snap. Grid's fine, but don't use the snap mode. It's really annoying, and it doesn't really work, okay? It'll just confuse you, and I think that's where some of the issues may be. Okay, so basically, I need to take a line, and what I usually do is I draw my three axes, right? So I draw one at 30 coming down, and then 30 going this direction, and then I go straight up. Alright. Now, when you're drawing an isometric, basically you're drawing at a 30-degree angle and you measure along these axes. Okay? So if I come over here and let me just do a dimension from here to here and see what that's supposed to be. So it's 30. Alright? So this is supposed to be 30. So what I can do is I can make a box to fit this in, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and I'm going to copy it up 30, right? So that's how tall it is. And then that is 50 deep long. And I use the list command, by the way, just saying. I'm going to copy this 50 this direction. Okay. And then I'm going to trim it up. Alright, and then I need this distance here, so I'm going to list it to, it's 40. This is the old school way of doing it, but it works. So this is 40 this direction. So I'm going to pick that and then go along this direction, type in 40. There it is. I can trim it up like so. Boom. Alright, well now I've got all of the parts that I need. And I can copy this over like so. Alright. Okay, so now I have the box that this is going to fit in. Alright, so it steps you through and shows you, gives you all the distances and everything that you're supposed to do. Alright, so basically I need this distance right here, and that's going to be coming straight down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to cheat. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to move it over that direction. So then what I can do is I can take this guy and I can copy him and I can copy him from there to there, and see now it's starting to look kind of like this guy, right? Okay, on this back side I need this line here. So I can figure out what is the distance from there. It's 25. So I can go to copy, and I can copy this, and I can copy it this direction, and I can go 25. There you go. Then I can trim. Yep. And then I need this guy right here. So this one is 20. So copy this guy this direction 20, which is what they try to get you to do in the tutorial. And I'm going to trim this up. Alright, see? So now I have this piece here. Okay? Alright, well actually I can also go in and I can draw a line. I can put this line in. So I can draw a line from here over to here. And then what they tell you to do is they tell you to copy it from here over. So I'll go to copy. I'll copy him from there over to there. Like so. Now I can trim this little piece of line off now because I don't need it. So I'm going to pick that and get rid of it. And basically I also can use this same angled line here on this corner. So I'm going to copy it over here as well, like so. Now we can kind of start working on this side over here. So let's see how far it is from here to here. Alright, we've got 10. And you can't use offset, I'm sorry. It just doesn't work. But if you use copy and move, what was that, 10? There it is. And see, now I can start trimming some more things up. And I don't need this line. And I don't need this line. And there we go. Now I need this guy right here. So let's figure out distance from here to here is 10. So what I'll do is I'll copy this line down. Notice I'm using the copy command and I'll pull him straight down 10. And then I can draw a line from there to there. And then I can draw a line from here to here. And then this needs to extend over. So we'll go up here, we'll pick on extend, you pick where you want to go to, enter, then pick what you want to go. And then this gets trimmed off. So we'll go to trim. Right? And then we're just missing a line right here, looks like. So we'll take this and we'll draw this line in here like so. Boom. Alright, so that is how you draw an isometric. This is at 30 degrees off of horizontal on this side, which is 150 degrees if you're starting from 0. This one's at 30, and then you have a vertical, okay, going straight up. Those are your 3 axes that you use to draw it, and it's really not that bad, and I'm sorry that some of you guys are having issues with it. Hopefully this will help. Thanks.